All right, so I welcome you to this short training on how to generate your own signals. This is for you to generate your own signals on your own, and it's going to use a powerful method brought to this team by someone under Mr. Sher's structure directed us to the top gainer trading methodology. So we've tweaked it a little bit. We don't go in blindly. We look at the charts. So let me guide you on the tweaked version of it, all right? Kind of to make you an expert, and everything can be done on the bot, all right? So on the screen right here, you can see the Royal Q bot and the coins that are available, all right? So a quick thing for you to do, if you want to add all the coins, just click on this plus sign. When you click on home, click on this plus sign, all right? When you click on the plus sign, you will see the opportunity to add many coins. So just click on spot, all right? You click on spot right there. And if there's any coin that is not added already, you can just click on it, click on all. You click on all at the bottom and click on add. But I've already added a lot of these coins, so I'm just showing you that in case you want to have a higher view of other coins, because there'll be coins people will be calling and you want to make sure you've added them to your trading portfolio so they can gain visibility on them. All right, so let's get right into the top gainers method. Now you can look at the top gainers, you can look at the top gainers list on Binance, but sometimes that top gainers list does not contain, might contain other coins that Royal Q, you can't trade on Royal Q. All right. So what we're going to do now, we're going to look at that top gainer list straight from Royal Q. Right. In case your Binance is not loading, forget about all that glitch. So once you click on home, you look at this change here. All right. This change, there's some arrows right there. So you click on the arrows. When you click on it once, it has brought the top gainers to the top. You can see plus 39%, plus 25%. If I click on that arrow again, if you look at it, it is in descending order now. If I click on it again, it's going to take this chart, to bring the least performing coin to the top. All right. So this method is the top gainer method. So you want the top gainer coins to be on the top, the coins with the highest percentage. So once you've done that, you can see right now at this moment, what we have is farm, ASR, ATM, MIM, JUV, OAX, Acro. Wow, Acro has done some work today. ACM, Troy, OM, Bar, GFT, Q2. So what I suggest is, once you have sorted this out in this order, you have the top performing coins on the top gainers, just look at the first 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or maybe 6. But start with the first 5, all right? Now, what you're going to do is you click on let's look at the farm, all right? So I don't recommend just jumping in blindly. Do some little analysis, all right? Do some little analysis. This is just a risk reminder. I click and understand. Do some little analysis. And what I tell people to do is, once the coin opens up, you can see the current price here. You can see the different time frames: 15, 1 hour, 15 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours, 1 day. You can select any of these. But a lot of our analysis will be done on the 15-minute chart. All right. But you can always switch in between. Now, this is a top gainer coin. You want to enter when it has retraced a little bit. So right now, can you see that this farm has retraced? All right. Can you see that the farm has retraced? And we tell you to add the Bollinger Band to your indicator list here. How do you add it? If you just drag your screen up at the bottom, you will see different indicators. You have the moving average. If you tap on it, you're going to see moving average instead of Bollinger Band. All right. Then you have the Bollinger Band next. After the MA, you have Bollinger. You click on it. And then if you want to use volume indicator, it will appear below. If you want to use MACD, MACD was below. I just unchecked it now because it was there before. So you tap on it, see MACD is there. This is MACD. Then if you want to add this, You can click on it and you see it has added that at the bottom. Then of course you can do RSI. Okay. So for me, I think MACD is just good enough. If you want to add volume, fine. But let's keep it simple. I'm just going to take away the volume. Let's keep it simple so that nobody gets confused. Now, Bollinger Band, this is how Bollinger Band works. Price will be moving between the upper and lower band. I'm just showing you the history, just for you to have an idea. Listen, when price touches the lower band, okay, when price touches the lower band, you see, sometimes you touch, still go down a little bit and touch. So sometimes you're going to let it touch 1, 2, 3 times, sometimes when the market is dipping, all right? Now, when it has touched the lower band, the next thing is that to go to the upper band. Now, there's a middle line here. This middle line is like a support or resistance line, okay? Sometimes the price will touch this line and go down again. Sometimes if it's coming from up, like here, it touches the line and goes back up, all right? But you can see from touching the lower band, it goes to touch the upper band. From touching the upper band, it starts coming back towards the lower band. Sometimes it touches this line and faces up, all right? Now, it has touched the upper band significantly for a while. It's not going to be heading to the lower band. And here, you can see the price went to the lower band, went below the line, and just barely touched the Bollinger Band and went back up, all right? So you can tell yourself that once the price has touched here, you enter your trade. Once it's a top gainer coin, all right? But always tolerate 15% dip. Use the general settings. Tolerate 14 to 15% dip, all right? Because market can always go against you. Now, you can see after it went below here, it's pumped up a little bit and delivered a lot of profits. Now it has touched the top. What's it going to do next? It's going to come down as if it's coming to the lower half. Guess what? It touched here. This line acted as a support and it went straight up. All right. It went straight up and delivered results. All right. So there'll be times it will just go through the line. Look at it, touched the top of the Bollinger Band and came across the line. It did not bounce back up. It came across the line and went to the lower band. All right. So now that it's on the lower band, somebody could say, let me go in. And look at it, straight up. All right. You can take 1.3%, 1.5%, 2 times money in the bank. And I'm showing you this on how to use RoyalQ to execute your analysis. I want it to be easy for you so that once you have your bot, you can do your analysis on top gainer coin and enter. So what I want to encourage you, instead of just going in from the top, always wait for it to hit the middle line. If it hits the middle line, at least, if it's a top gainer coin, the one that's on the top, yeah, that might be a good one. Even if it goes against you for some time, before you know it, it has pushed back the price, right? So that's how you trade the top gainer coin. And you can put it on cycle in the bot. You can make it cycle once or twice or 3 times, and then you exit. Then you wait for it to come again to the bottom, all right? So it means you'll be checking the app, right? For when it has hit this line. Remember, you're on the 15-minute chart, all right? This analysis is on the 15-minute chart. You jump in and start trading, okay? If you just want to have a higher level view, you can click on the 1-hour charts. If you click on the 1-hour chart, you might have a different view of what's happening. You can see it has touched the top of the market. It was coming down here, went back up as it came close to this line. So it's likely going to also dip. So that's why I said always tolerate 15% dip and relax. It's a top gainer coin, so it's likely going to still shoot up after pulling back a little. So if you come to the 1-hour chart and you see it's pulled back a little close to this line, it could also be a sign to just go in, all right? It might be a good sign to go in. You might want to explore sometimes and look at the 1-hour charts, the 4-hour chart also. Hey, but remember, because it's a top performing, top gainer coin, on the 15-minute chart, look at this. When we started this candle was not this high. We're talking, and this candle was somewhere here. But right now, you see it has gone up. So because it was here while we're having the session, this was a good time to enter. And you'll be able to, just take it through and fly with it a lot. Take 1.5%, 2%, 1 or 2 cycles and wait for it to retrace. Now, while waiting for it to retrace, my pump higher, don't jump in. Wait for it to come back, touch the candle, touch the middle of the Bollinger Band, at least, or sometimes it has to touch here and then you go in again. You have to be disciplined as a trader. Now, you don't have to use TradingView for this. This is all you need to take the decision. So you just click on create and go ahead and execute your trades. This is a simple way to trade, all right? And I don't want to bother you with the trading view setup and all that. This is the simple way that anybody sitting on their own can go to the top performing coin, pick it, wait for it to retrace on the 15-minute chart to this line or to touch the Bollinger Band and enter the trade. You can do one shot, 1.5% or 2%, or you put it on cycle, 1.5%. Take 2 trades, all right? And if you see that the candle is strong, you can take 3 trades. Then you hold, you exit, all right? So remember to switch between one short cycle, master it. And that's how you can stay in a day. You make 3% from the top performer coins. This is what guys are doing that are making 50% a month trading with Royal Q. All right, so this is very easy. It works. So let's go back to the next coin. This is Farm. Farm has making a lot of money. What of ASR? You can also do your analysis on ASR. All right, so look at ASR. It's actually ranging because the Bollinger Band is narrow. All right, the Bollinger Band is kind of narrow, so it's going to be ranging. It might not pump for a while. You can see the Bollinger Band is narrow, so it's just going between this narrow band until it decides to pump. So you can look at the MACD, the MACD. It's a little greenish here. So yeah, the person can decide to enter. Doesn't matter. You just enter and let the market do its thing. Up, down, up, down. If you look at the history of this top performer coin, you can see it touched the lower band. It was also ranging here, as you can see. It was ranging here, up, down, and then it hit here and then fired up. All right. So just remember, patience is required, even if it's a top performer coin, top gainer coin. It can go up or down. Be ready to tolerate 15 to 20% deep tolerance, and you always be in the game. Take 1 or 2 cycle shots, 1.5, 1.5, 3%, and wait for it to retrace. Always wait for it to retrace. Now, if you look at this, it's ranging, right? It's ranging. It's touched here, it's touched here, it's touched here, it's touched here. If I want to enter this trade, I'll wait for it to come down to this line. Because it's ranging in a narrow band, I'll wait for it to touch this line. When it touches again, I go in, all right? Because you want to be well positioned. And then you can take it once, twice, you exit for the day, and that's it. So don't be greedy, all right? Of course, these coins can make you a lot of money. They can even do 5, 6, 10 cycles in a day if, the market is really, really pumping for them. As we go into the bull run, this strategy is going to make you a lot of money. Trust me. All right, so that's ASR. You can use the same thing and do ATM, but I prefer you focus on the first 3, the first 5, okay? Let's look at ATM. You can see, look at this. In fact, you can just jump into this and take a trade right now because it will dip to somewhere here and then fire up to profits. Do that once or twice, sleep with it, just go to bed and leave it, wake up in the morning and decide, put it on one shot and walk away. All right, so this is how you trade with a top gainer strategy. So you don't even need to look at Binance to see your top gainer. You can see your top gainer directly on the application here. All right, on Royal Q app. This is a powerful bot. This is a special bot. This is a system that will deliver people out of poverty. This is a system that wants every family to have an account. This is a system that will unlock wealth for people in Africa. We want you to tell everybody about it so that we can all be beneficiaries of the wealth distribution that is happening.